Please give it up for James Alexander.
What's happening? Huh? How we doing? Drinking good, eating good, laughing good. That's what I'm talking about. Only thing missing is smoking good. You know what I mean? And the night is young. You know? First of all, give it up for Danielle, the host. Give it up. Give it up for the host. You know? Did a good job, kept the show moving, very funny. Give it up. And while we're applauding shit, give it up for all the comics that came up and did work tonight. You know what I mean? Make noise. They came up and did work. Right? Right? Give it up. Right? And while we're doing all that shit, give it up for the most important part of this show, and that's y'all. I'm serious. We love a good crowd. When you got a good crowd, it makes everything better, and, you know, I've enjoyed watching the show, so give it up for yourselves. You know what? I should just keep doing shit like that, right? Right? The troops. Give it up for the troops. You know, making sure that I have the right to stand on this stage. And how about a round of applause for a well-crafted grilled cheese sandwich? Huh? Right? Nicely done. Give it up for grilled cheese. Shit. Be my best show. They're like, oh, I killed all night. I killed. I will do one more cheap one, but I deserve it. Yesterday was my birthday. Yes, yesterday was my birthday. I've made it one more year without getting killed. No, that's what birthdays are. Think about it. We don't celebrate the fact that we were born. We celebrate the fact that we are still fucking here. You know what I mean? I love birthdays, right? Birthdays are like looking death in the face and like, fuck you. You didn't get me. You didn't get me with that bus. You didn't get me when that condom broke with the stripper. You didn't fucking get me. No, I love birthdays, man. I celebrate. You can keep Christmas and Thanksgiving. You give me a good birthday, I'm there. I love that shit, because, you know, that means that I'm still here, you know? And I hate people that hate their birthdays. You hear that? Women do that. Oh, I hate my birthday. I hate my birthday. I was like, you know what? That shit kills me. You hate your birthday. I tell you what. Give me your birthday. Right? I'll give it to Biggie or Tupac, and you can go to hell. You know what I'm saying? I bet they would love your fucking birthday. You know what I'm saying? Man, you have a birthday. You better embrace that shit. The thing about this birthday is, I finally had to come to grips. I've been fighting it, but I'm old now. No, I'm old. I am. I know I look younger than I am. I'm old, right? And when I look at the number, I don't even want to say it out loud because it just freaks me out. I'm old. Put it like this. This is how old I am. I actually remember when Captain Crunch started adding Crunch Berries to the mix. You know what I'm saying? I'm older than Crunch Berries. You know? That's how old I am. Right? I'm cool with that. I remember when all the Jacksons had big noses. All of them. From Jackie to Little Janet. Fucking big ass wide noses. They all had noses like Busta Rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I remember that shit. Noses like Busta Rhymes, hair like Kunta Kinte. You know? And some of y'all young people here don't know who Kunta Kinte is. I'll explain it to you after the show. I don't got time right now. You know? But that's what I'm saying. I'm an old dude. I'm all right with that. My 10th birthday, this is what I got. And I begged for it, and I was so happy to get it. I got a portable 8-track tape player. That's it. And I loved it. I love my portable 8-track tape player. And if you don't know what an 8-track tape is, I'll explain it to you young ass after the show. I don't have time to get into it right now. But I loved it. I got a portable 8-track tape player, and I got 3 tapes. I got the Jackson 5 Destiny. I got Kiss Alive 2. And yeah, Kiss Army. Right? Y'all didn't see that shit coming, did you? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we used to have concerts, full makeup. There was no footage because we didn't have cameras back then. You know, I'm just saying. But yes. And the last tape I got was The Village People. Now, let me state for the record. I did not know about the activities at the time I bought this shit. Right? I just thought they were into the same shit that I was into. You know, we played ball at the YMCA. You know? My dad was in the Navy. You know? We all wanted to be macho men. I was not aware of their agenda, you know? But I'm saying, I was into that shit. I was just like, I'm an old dude now. You know, I'm not the only one. I'm looking around this crowd. There's some old people in here, right? Okay, who in here went to see Star Wars the weekend it came out. The first one. Yeah, see? I know old people when I see them. I can smell y'all. You know what I mean? You smell like before cable. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? You know, like the first Superman movie, Christopher Reeves, who went to see that? You know what I'm saying? I went to see that shit, right? Who's ever been to a drive-in movie theater? If you've ever been, that's what I'm saying. Let me tell you, my best friend's older brother snuck us in to see Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Snuck us in, and it was the drive-in. I saw Phoebe Cates' titties on the big screen, the big giant screen, you know? And if you don't know who Phoebe Cates is, then I can't help you. That means you don't know Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and you don't know Gremlins, so you're just useless. You know, there's nothing I can do for you. You know, but that's it. You know, I'm okay being old. I'm fine with that. I remember having arguments with my white friends over who was funnier on Saturday Night Live, Eddie Murphy or Joe Piscopo. And they were like, oh, but he does Sinatra. Like, get the fuck out of here. Eddie Murphy is a lot funnier than Joe Piscopo. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of arguments you have when you have old memories. You know, that's what I got now. It's all right, I embrace it. Like I said, I'd rather be old than to be remembered. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't want that R.I.P. shit. I don't want my brother talking about, oh, who's that? Oh, that's my, fuck that. No. Nope. I want to be old in a wheelchair with shit running down the side. That's it. Fucking, that's winning. Fuck Charlie Sheen. That's how you win, you know? That's it. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe because of my birthday, I've just been thinking about eras and like how things were different when I came up. And a couple comics brought it up tonight, and I did the math, and I think the number is 32, right? I think that if you're 32 years or older, you never had internet porn in your teenage years. Is that right? If you never had internet porn, make noise. If you never had it when you were a teenager, right? You know, it was a different time. And for you young people, I'm not mad at you. I'm not. If you were ever able in your teenage years to go into a room, lock the door, you know, turn on the computer and watch 2 or more people have sex, you can kiss my black ass. I'm not fucking mad at you, you spoiled motherfuckers. You don't know how bad it was, man. You don't know how good you got it. Matter of fact, if you had internet porn when you were a teenager, if you've already settled up, you can get the fuck out. I don't even want you in here right now. I can't look at you. I can't look at you happy motherfuckers. They don't get it. They don't know what porn was like back when you had to scrounge for that shit. You had to fucking hoard that shit. It was like, we were like MacGyver, just trying to fashion any fucking thing we could in the fucking porn. That shit was not fucking easy, man. You know? And the porn wasn't even that great. Right? You might get a Playboy or whatever, but Playboy sucks because you're trying to get off and there's fucking articles about Reaganomics. Like if you were lucky, you might get a Hustler or a Penthouse. There was a little bit more wild, but it was slim pickings. It was. Like even if you were lucky enough to get a tape, a VHS porno tape, it was not great. That shit was 40 minutes long. It was 10 minutes of fucking and 30 minutes of plot development. The stories, the actors were trying to act. You know, there'd be a scene where they'd be sitting on a couch for like 10 minutes just talking about, and then we trying to, it was fucking horrible. Jesus Christ. Remember that shit? I remember the worst one I ever saw, right? The setup was a plumber. You know, and the plumber comes over, what's he do? He's supposed to fuck the lady at the house. That's it. Right? This motherfucker actually fixed the scene. In the movie. When are you gonna fuck this one? He went out to the truck and got a part. What the fuck are you doing? This woman is never gonna get fussy. The credits started to roll. He started unbuttoning his shirt. This bullshit here. But that's the thing, right? Even if you were fortunate enough to have your little porn stash, like you cobbled together like 3 or 4 little things you had, that was like your porn stash, then you had to watch out for the fucking feds. Or like I call her mommy. And there was nothing worse than coming home and seeing your porn stash on the kitchen table. Right? And your mom just sitting there with a bell in one hand and a Bible in the other. You know, and she's like, anything you want to tell me? Give me a fucking lawyer. I lawyered up. I wasn't going to take that heat. No, I got nothing to say. But I tell you what, do not DNA test that shit. You will find it. But that's what I'm just saying, man. It was a tough time. You had to porn, and sometimes, you know what? Your porn would just run out. All your sources would be dry. It'd be like heroin, like there's no porn left. It'd be dry. I remember vividly the great porn drought of 1984. Anybody remember it? Remember the porn drought of '84? Those are dark days. So during the porn drought of '84, I had to fucking make do, because remember, I'm still a teenager. I'm gonna do it. You know, but I had to get creative with that shit. Here's what I used to do. True story. I used to get me the Sears catalog. Yeah. Open that shit up to the bra and panty section. You know, go in there and just make do that shit, right? Now, the problem was, when I'm trying to do this, my grandma would be in the next room singing gospel music. At the top of her voice, not the optimum atmosphere for masturbatory situations. You know what I'm saying? So I've been there trying to get one off, and she's in the next room. I'm coming up, Jesus. Like, Granny, you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. I'm trying to come up too. You gotta stop this shit. You know? For real, that really happened. It fucked me up. No, that was one of the reasons I stopped going to church. For real. Every time the choir would sing, my dick would get hard. No, it was no good, man. And that's what it was. When times were tough, man, you had to make do. You know, during the porn depression in '86. You know, that was... I'm just saying. So I was spending the night at my friend's house, right? So I spend the night at my friend's house. I go into his bathroom, and his mama left one of her bras on the shower rod. I locked the door. Porn. That's porn. That's fucking porn tonight. That shit. You know, because remember, my friend's mom was not hot by any means. But I knew that bra recently held some tip meat in it. And damn it, I just wanted to just... Oh, titties. And nipples and titties. Yeah, I made do it. That was my porn that night, you know? And the funny part about that is, that friend, he found me on Facebook last year. And it's like, if you only knew what I did to his mom's bra 3 times that night, he would have unfriended the fuck out of me. And with good reason. I'd be like, yeah, I don't blame you, dog. I don't blame you. You know, but that's what I'm saying, man. I don't get, like, you young people that, you don't know what it was like, but it was like that. I'm barely exaggerating. It was rough. You know, like, I see little kids now, like, riding their bikes and skateboarding and shit. I just want to stop them. Like, what are you doing? Go home and watch porn. There's porn for you. Right? There are women on your computer right now waiting for you to shoot holes across their face. They're waiting. When I was your age, I didn't know such magnificent things occurred. Give me that goddamn skateboard and go watch the porn. You know, because they don't get it, just take that shit for granted. Right? That's why I think guys my age, people that didn't have it, I think that's why we watch so much of it. Because we remember the dark days. We remember when that shit wasn't there, you know? It's kind of like when my grandfather gets excited when he rides to the front of the bus. He remembers the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know? When I think about it, right now there's a 15-year-old kid who said, he can say to himself right now, you know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch a donkey get a blowjob. Now, I'm not saying he should want it, but he can. That's amazing to me. You know? Because when I was 15, if I wanted to see a woman give a donkey a blowjob, I would have had to find a donkey. And that wouldn't have been the hard part. Once I get the donkey, I then would have to find the coolest woman in the whole fucking world. Because not only would she have to want to give that donkey a blowjob, she'd have to be cool with a little chubby black kid watching this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, y'all have been great.